Alright, welcome to St. Ansgar Candle Genius here. We're still setting some things up, so the sound is a little bit off. We're getting ready to start here. Charles City, visiting St. Ansgar for the Cedar River Classic. So we're going to try and get the sound set up here. It's not a problem. It's a known problem, I'll say. Including some of our cameras and whatnot. We still got a little bit of a jumbled mess from last night, but we're going to get it rolling here. We'll be back right after this message with the first inning of Game 1 here in St. Ansgar. Alright, we're back. Sounds of the game is what we hear. I am going to remove this scoreboard for right now. That's from last night. See if we can get you an actual scoreboard coming up here. But this is the angle we've got. We're going to do some light adjustment here. It's not what we want, is it? Sounds of the game, including the wind, while I get the audio set up here. Yep.
Good kick, room it out of it. That one we got. Good job. Good job, Cole. Here we go, Cole. Good job, Cole. They keep filling up 12. Have it. Here we go, Cole. Take your ass here. Right up, babe. Here we go. Let's go, Cole.
Yeah, that's what I said.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before
I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on.
One thing at a time, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. We're getting some things worked out here. I got a real mic on the broadcast now, so hopefully you hear less wind and those things. Gus Walk with a nice little hit out beyond the infield between short and third base. Attaboy, Gus. See if we can get another camera hooked up here for us. I don't know if it's helpful or not. This camera seems to be doing okay. We just don't get to see everything with this one. Number 16, Anthony Schnabel, up to bat. For some reason, I keep calling the kid Tony. I don't know if they're just confused or what, but it's Anthony Schnabel. Attempts a bunt. That one goes foul. Sorry for the wind in the mic. This pitcher's a bit like Gus, does not like to see runners on his bases. Sliding glove, just like a surfboard on the infield out there, just gliding along the top of it. Great steal there by Gus Walk. Schnabel finds his way to first base. What's happened there?
Gus got hit by the ball.
We got hit by it. Okay. I wasn't looking. I saw the ball kind of wandering out there. And set up scoreboard. Didn't have my eyeballs on what was going on there. Gus Walk gets hit by that ball. So that's officially runner interference, and he is out on that one. If you're wondering what's happening there, like how does he, why is he out? Because the ball hit him. It's his job to stay out of the way of the play as a runner. So he's automatically out on that. So we got one out here. Runners on first and second, and up to bat. Number 6, Riker Hoffman. Oops. And I think we can bring you a scoreboard now. There it is right there. Thank you, Scott Winia, for your help. And with Hoffman back to the dugout after that at-bat, Saints have 2 outs against them, and number 4, Jackson Vroom, is up to bat. Vroom, strike 1. Vroom does not like to strike out. Swings the bat, hits it to the second baseman, who throws him out at first base, and that's going to end inning number 1 here. Saints 0, Charles City Comets 0. Top of 2 coming up after this. Don't go anywhere.
Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew
Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
All right, we're back. Sweesaw, great play for out number 1 here. Colton Winia on the mound here for the Saints. Single camera broadcast so far. I got another one I'm working on. I'm not positive this one's going to happen. It's a little different than what we've done in the past, but we'll keep working at it. A little wind in the microphone there. Or take a little bit of that noise out of the microphone. Pop up goes behind the catcher. Not quite to the parking lot. Great pitch by Winia there. Strikeout for number 5 on Charles City. You guys don't have a roster, do you? Available roster? An extra roster? If you don't mind. Thank you. Colton, great pitch. Another great Colton Winia pitch. Passed the play on that one. That was a great catch by Porter Sweesaw out there backing up. We saw his long arms last night. I'm not sure you caught it on the camera, but if you were there, you saw a great stretch and play by Porter Sweesaw, which yielded a double play for the Saints. Got him out of a little bit of a troublesome inning. His arms are longer than you can imagine. Porter Sweesaw, a great catch, out number 3, and we're heading to the bottom of inning number 2. The score is tied. Charles City Comets 0, St. Ansgar Saints 0. Thank you, Megatron. Okay. Oh, okay. Got it. Well, at least we got names with numbers. Right? I don't have numbers. I do have numbers. All right, well, cool. Oh, Megatron to the rescue. We'll be right back after this message.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Okay, we're back. This morning's pitcher on the mound is the batter in the box, number 12, Colton Winnie, a sophomore. For Charles City, number 2 on the mound. Great hit by Colton. Thrown out at first after a good hard hit. Ethan Hadley on the mound. Just a freshman. Speaking of freshman, number 25, Porter the quarter. Freshman Saint on at the plate. And Porter's due for a hit, so. We'd like to see one here. Score tied 0-0, bottom of the second. Porter thinks about it, decides against it. Rightly so. Carson, grab that little foam thing there. You'll never get it up here. Just put it in your pocket for now. I just don't want to lose it. Oh, unless you want to walk it up. He's a nice boy, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Porter shoots that through the infield, a shallow center, and finds his way on first base. Great job, Porter. Landon Yinger up to bat, lets the first one pass, and Porter finds himself on second base. I thought I heard myself. Now I know why. We're going to get rid of that. As I said, I'm setting up a second camera here. Porter takes advantage of the errant throw, and on his attempt to steal third, which he does successfully. He manages to score a run on the air, and now Saints lead 1-0 versus these Charles City Comets. If you're just joining us, we're the bottom of the second inning here in St. Ansgar. Charles City Comets versus the St. Ansgar Saints. Saints played a tough game last night at Newman. Ended up losing that one 4-5. Two good teams battling it out. Saints looking to recover here this morning against these Comets. Landon Yinger, number 28, at the plate. Ball four, Landon takes the base. I hear time by Colts. Let's take a look at that other camera we got here. I'm not sure what this is going to do for us. Colors are not drastically different. I think that's probably a good thing. Joe's hit by pitch, and no one's happier to feel the pain of a hit by pitch than Joe. The guy's always joyful. Look at it. He's just smiling. He's like, hey, I'll take that. I'll take that. Do your job, kid. He's doing just that. Back to the top of the order. Gus Walk at the plate. Kane Dietrich on second base. We're running for Yinger, and we got Joe Clevenger on first, running for himself. Dietrich's got some speed. I love seeing him on these bases because he's very good at reading the pitcher, understanding the situation. Gus Walk with an 0-1 count here. Shows bunt. Runner's hungry. 1-1. I expect the same thing again here. Dietrich's so good, and he reads the pitcher so well. You see him take great leads, and if you watch him, he's great, understanding when to get a secondary. And he's just a young guy, just an 8th grader. He's got a lot of years to just get better and better, but he's coming in here very good at running the bases. Saints now with 1 out. Runners now on second and third. Gus Walk Takes a swing at that. They're looking to get him at first. Kane crosses the plate, adding one more to the Saints' tally here in the bottom of 2. And Joe Clevenger finds his way to third base. So with that short infield hit by a walk, he's thrown out at first, but he does score a run and advances Clevenger to third base. And now with Anthony Schnabel at the plate, we had a chance to put some more runs on the board. Again, if you're just joining us, Ethan Hadley from Charles City on the mound here today. Just a freshman. High through the zone, ball 2, no strikes. With 3-0 count here, we don't often expect to see a swing. We just want to see this base runner on base, right? So if there's a chance to get him here with a ball 4, make the pitcher earn it, and that one comes in high. Umpire says, young man, you just take your base. We're going to let Jace Sweesaw come up to bat here. Saints senior. Jace Sweesaw heading to Ellsworth Community College to play next year. Play some more baseball. With Schnabel advancing to second base on the steal, Charles City opts to go to third base, see if they can catch Clevenger a little off guard, and Clevenger knows what he's doing. Makes his way safely back to third base. Now we have runners at second and third. Jace Sweesaw looking to put a nice line drive through this infield. Two is the count. Count is full against Sweesaw. 2 outs here, bottom of 2. Runners at second and third. Anthony Schnabel on second. Joe Clevenger on third. Got a chance on this one, but the throw is good. Sweesaw is out at first base, and that ends the second inning. An inning where the Saints score 2 after being held scoreless in the first inning. Saints lead 2-0. We're going to be right back after this message, so don't you dare go anywhere.
Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Hey, thanks, Pat Roofing, for your contributions to help keep Saints TV free to watch. If you'd like to add your business to these commercials, we're in the process of getting all the new ads loaded right now. I know my name is Cannel Genius, but my top secret email is Eric, E-R-I-C, at saintstv.com. Just email me, Eric, E-R-I-C, at saintstv.com, and say, hey, I want to get my business set up on this thing. So many businesses have participated. So they get their businesses listed when we get outs like that. Great job by the Saints. Colton Winnie on the mound here still. He's just a sophomore for these Saints. That's out number one here at the top of the third inning. I'm still playing with my camera, so let's take a look at the other one here for just a second, shall we? Just real quick. Kind of got a right center field cam there. I'm not sure I love it yet, but it is a shot that takes me the longest to get to with this other camera that I have here. So, jury's still out. Do we really need that camera? We'll keep working it. That's a great pitch by Colton Winnie. Porter's seen a lot of baseball in his young life, and it's easy to see it there. Checking to see what's going on here. It seems a little choppy on my side. Two outs here at the top of three. Saints lead 2-0 versus these Charles City Comets. Jackson Rosica, number 3 up for the Comets. He's an infielder, a senior this year, so I just got a position sheet in front of me. I don't have stats. I think I could probably find some with a little bit of looking. Great pitch by Colton Winia. The kid's only 26 pitches in, and he's pitched 3 innings. Do the math. That's less than 9 pitches per inning. You can't do that by yourself. Obviously, some great infielding help, a little bit of outfielders help, and under the direction of Coach Sweesaw and his delegation of pitching duties to number 12, Colton Winia. These Saints are off to a good start defensively against these Charles City Comets. I'm sure they'd like to put some offensive runs on the board, and they look to do that when we return. Don't go anywhere.
Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
All right, we're back. Number 6, Riker Hoffman at the plate. Riker is a senior. Pitch 1 was ball 1. Pitch 2 is ball 2. And Riker's at the plate here. 0 outs against these Saints. He's the first batter here at the top, or it's at the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2-0 count. Ball 4 for Riker. Ethan Hadley still on the mound here for these Charles City Comets. He's 47 pitches in here as we begin the 3rd inning. Daniel Sutcliffe will come in to run for Riker. Sutcliffe, a senior. And Hadley says, "You know what? Let's just keep this kid close. We don't need more Saints stealing bases on us. We don't like that." We've seen Hadley earlier today doing a lot of work on these base runners. We saw the Saints catch one stealing in the 1st inning. If you missed that, you can always rewind and see that. Sorry for the wind in the mic, if you can hear that. I know I can sure hear it. Sutcliffe successfully steals second base. And Jackson Vroom with a 1-2 count. He's very good with his 2-strike approach. Puts a bat on it, kind of bloops over to second base. Quick toss over to number 24 playing first base tonight. Vroom does his job, gets the ball in play, and we see Sutcliffe now at third base with only 1 out against these Saints. Number 12, Colton Winia, pitching this morning, is now up to bat. Apparently that ball was, I'm going to say, off of Colton somewhere because it did land in the field of play, but called foul by today's umpire. Pop fly out to shallow left field. Strand Sutcliffe on third base. No real chance to tag up and get home on that one, as short as that ball was. But when he does get a bat on it, bringing 2 outs here in the bottom of the third for these Saints. If you're just joining us, Saints scored 0 in the first inning, 2 in the second, and so far 0 here in the third. But Porter the Quarters, we saw number 25 up to bat. Looking to change that with Sutcliffe on third base. Ball 1. Pass ball. Sutcliffe is quick, but this is going to be a play, and he makes it. Whoopsie. Sorry about that, folks. The camera angle was not right for you. Sutcliffe on the pass ball does manage to make it home safely, and the Saints now have 3. Apologies for the camera angle there. Just goes to show you it's always better at the game. You can watch with your own eyeballs instead of relying on me. I hate when that happens. You know, if Diesel Den or Fritzalicious were here, they wouldn't put up with that. They'd have somebody else here right by now. Or I'd just be on my best behavior instead of whatever this is I'm dealing with right now. Oh, wow. You know, we said the zone always gets bigger with a 3-0 count, and I don't think I've seen that a strike all year, but that was a unique situation there. We don't expect a hitter to swing the bat with a 3-0 count, and certainly not with that pitch coming, and just like that, a 3-0 count becomes full on Porter Suiza. If you're looking for Little Debbie Cam, she's not here today. As a matter of fact, I couldn't guarantee that she's going to be looking her sweetest with the sun shining on everything. It's a little bright. It's Little Debbie Cam, she's better when it's darker out and she shines her best. If you don't know what that is, you got to tune in for one of these night games when we got a full crew here. Our friend Little Debbie, and yes, there's a story that goes with that. Little Debbie tells us what this pitch velocity is. She whispers sweet little secrets into our ears that are, how fast was that pitch, Little Debbie? But she's not telling us that information today because she's not here. Ethan Hadley, 61 pitches in here for these Comets in the bottom of the third inning, 2 outs against these Saints. Ethan, a bit like Gus, he does not like base runners on his bases. All right, St. Ansgar Saints, if you're looking for softball update, our Saints ladies go down 2-10 against a key softball team in game 1. Game 2 is coming right up here, and we're getting that one set up so that you are able to watch that one. So bear with me. If my camera work is a little off, because I'm doing more than I should. Great hit there by Landon Yanger. And with that, we're going to take a little break here. While number 1, Brennan Rosica, gets warmed up to take the mound here for the Saints. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be back right after this.
Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving Butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed in St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
The Mitchell County sub.
All right, we're back. Kane Dietrich in running again. He's on third base after a successful steal. We got Joe Clevenger now. Up to bat, Joe, who was hit by pitch last time and happily took his spot at first base. Takes a couple inside pitches there. The count is 2-0. That's 2 balls, 0 strikes against Clevenger. Saints lead by 4 here at the top. At the bottom of 3. Clevenger with a rare. I thought it was a broken. Is it a broken bat? It's a broken bat. What's this kid hitting? My goodness, Clevenger. What are you doing, kid? This is a rare thing to see here in high school. These bats are... That is a relic. That's going to be something that's going to be something to remember for a very long time. We're all kind of looking at it right now saying, "What? This is not normal. What's going on here?" Tapeable. Let's see. Hold on. Hold her up there, Meyer. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Nothing a little Gorilla Tape can't fix. So the broken bat may cost the Saints a run on that one. Don't know what would have happened otherwise, but it caused a lot of awkwardness around here because Clevenger's hard on stuff. My goodness. Vinny Benning, number 11. A junior. Up to bat here. Colton Winia on the mound. Colton, great pitch. 0-2's count. Another great pitch by Colton Winia. Great job, kid. From center field, Schnabel is loud and proud. 1 out, he says. It's a good way to spend a Saturday. What a great day it is out here today. Colton's sneaky with those pitches. Yeah, there's a little slant on the camera. I'm going to work on that. So as you're listening to me talk to myself here today, great pitch, Colton. Trying to figure out exactly the right thing I want to do here with the cameras. We came in with a lot of kind of jumbled gear from last night's late night in Mason City, and just trying to throw things together here pretty quick. So been a little bit behind the Saints activity. Apologize for that, but we're going to get it resolved here. I'm going to get this camera steady. We're going to abandon the second camera that I talked about. I think this one's going to be sufficient for what we want to accomplish. That one's foul. 1-2 the count. But now that we've made that decision, we're going to get this camera leveled out. It's sitting on a little bit of a slope. I got a tripod under it, but we'll get that fixed. Don't you worry, folks. Great job, Colton. Strikes out batter number 1 here at the top of 4. Saints leading by 4. If you're wondering how we got there, 0 runs in the first inning, 2 runs in the second, and 2 runs in the third is how we get there. Plays a 1. No one on base. Heads up. Oh, my. Flinches galore in the dugout as that one heads right for, I'll say, in the general direction of the heads of many. Protected by the fence. Everyone's just fine. Little additional adrenaline going on. More than is necessary, though. They don't need it. And that's strike 2 here. Strike 3, Colton winning through 4 innings. 38 pitches for this young man right there. Colton, great work. You're still averaging somewhere around 9 pitches per inning, which we see from time to time for an inning. 2 innings, rare. 4, impossible. Great job, Colton Winnie. We'll be back after this with the bottom of 4. Saints looking to put some runs on the board. Don't go anywhere.
Vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
You know, the EJ has an app available to download in your app store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes. XK Beef and Freeman Welding for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
It's been a wonderful experience having our kids come to We Saints.
Each child is taken care of like they're our own kids.
I'm really excited about the future for We Saints.
We're excited to get a grant for this expansion, and we'll be able to take 50 more children once our expansion is complete. Our community has...
Oh boy. A little behind. Sorry, folks. Gus takes strike 1. We're at the top of the order here at the bottom of the 4th. Saints lead 4-0. Gus Walk up to bat for these Saints. On the mound, Brennan Rosica, number 1. Listed as an infielder. Also 9th grader. That's the second 9th grader that these... Jeez. And that bounces off of something and... Well, I got to guess it was his head. His back? I thought it was his bat, but he wouldn't be on first base if it was. Hey, if you're enjoying the stream and want to know how you can contribute, please consider scanning that code right there in the lower right-hand corner. We'll make it real easy for you to participate if you're watching from home, like to see these Saints, or heck, if you're watching Charles City. Any amount helps. 100% of the proceeds go right back to St. Ansgar High School athletics. You know, these 1A schools, it's tough to run athletic programs. It's expensive. Umpires, uniforms, groundskeeping. Of course, that man right there in the red shirt you see in front of you, Meyer does a great job with this field. We don't get paid for what we do because we love it. But if you feel so inclined, please consider giving butter. Oh, he missed the bag. He missed the bag, and then the ball fell out. He's safe at second. Hungry for a double play. Haste makes waste, and 2 runners on base. Saints leading 4-0. No outs. Bottom of 4. Up to bat. Number 5, Saints senior, Jace Sweesaw. Umpires talking them through things over here. They want to make sure they get that call right. I would say if that ball was initially in his glove, you might say, oh, he lost it on the transfer. Base umpire, Jim Hansen. quiets a little chatter from the outfield, maybe regarding the call on the play. May have been a tough call, but coach is looking for clarification. It's uncommon for this camera to be choppy, so I am interested to know what's happening here with the camera. I think I know what's going on out down there. I think there's just some disagreement with the call. Now, I agree with it. I think even if he makes the catch and loses it in the transfer, I think his foot was not on the bag. Folks at home have the unique advantage of being able to go back and see the play. Chase Weesaw pushes that one to the second baseman, who throws him out at first. Base runners advance, and now with one out here in the bottom of 4. Riker Hoffman Sr. comes up to bat, and Riker's got an excellent on-base percentage. We'd like to see him hit his way on base here, because if he does, there's a good chance that at least one of these guys scores. Strike one for the senior. On the base, third base, number 15, Gus Walk. On second base, Anthony Schnabel, a senior and a freshman. Riker takes strike 2. A high pitch is only a strike if he's got a 3-0 count, as indicated by Porter Sweesaw's at-bat last inning. That's ball 1. 1 and 2 is the count. Outside. Oh, boy, that's tough. That's going to score 2. Throw from third. You could see that coming in. One out. One out. So records replaced by number 27, Kane Dietrich. We talk a lot about Kane Dietrich around here. We like that 8th grader. And up to bat is a junior that we like, and that is Jackson Vroom, who has excellent hitting statistics. We got two guys running to go grab that fly ball, but it's on the wrong side of the fence for them. Lands somewhere. Gosh, I don't know. Somewhere over there. So everyone resets. Kane Dietrich on center. Brennan Ruzicka on the mound. Jackson Vroom at the plate. Hit right to first base. Luke Jacobs, number 24, gathers that one up, finds his way to first base, beats Vroom there, gives us the second out of the inning, but does advance Kane Dietrich to third base with number 12, Colton Winia, up to bat. Kane, just an 8th grader. I expect to see a lot of stolen bases from this kid over the years. Fun to see someone come in so young who's already running these bases so well. Kind of a no-nonsense guy, too. Just goes out and does his job. And wild pitch or pass ball is going to be trouble here with Kane on third, but we got a 1-on-1 count. Focusing on the batter here. Colton Winia. Oof. From our angle, that's below the knees, but called strike. 1-2's count. Colton pops that one up, and it's off the bleachers. Don't worry, folks. No one's hurt. Can't really see that from this angle. Don't worry. I get my tripod underneath it. We'll get it all resolved. Good job by the catcher to not get that one get past him. I think that's a 5 on his jersey. If so, that's Cameron Littleton. Oh boy, Kane's got himself in a bit of trouble. He's gonna go. He's gonna get under it. He is under it. Oh, well, that was definitely not a good call. He was well under that. We've seen some. I'm not sure where the umpire sees that one. I think Kane did everything, other than get stuck in the middle of that, Kane did everything right on it, including just use your speed, go, slide, get under that. Statistically, he's out. But boy, oh boy. He played that well considering the circumstances he put himself in. We're going to be right back after this. Saints lead 6-0, top of 5 coming right up.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Hey, my texts are blowing up. No, that was not a force out. If you're watching this from home and wondering how can you catch the ball up over your head, have a kid slide in underneath you to home plate and be out, well, it is true. It would happen if it was a force. It was not a force in this case. So the mystery remains unanswered. Colton Winia still on the mound for these Saints. We're in the fifth inning. And Colton Winia has less than 40 pitches. How is this possible? I'll tell you how it's possible. Great pitching and great help from the rest of his team. Well, he say he was hit by that pitch. Number 24, Luke Jacobs. Didn't feel like he was hit by a pitch either, I don't think. I think he said, well, I was just getting out of the way of it, but, I mean, I'll take the base. Double play here, get the lead runner at least. That's trouble. You're going to end up with a guy on second regardless. All right, so the end of the fourth inning was a little awkward. The beginning of this fifth inning remains awkward, but these Saints are going to find their way out of this one. Up to bat here. I'm looking at that jersey. What number do I see on that jersey? Schnabel backs off of that one a little bit. I think he doesn't want to overrun that and let that runner come in home. Now, runners at first and third. We have seen Yinger throw down and get a runner out here in the first inning. I don't recall Winia being in this position yet in this game. Saints leading 6-0 versus the Trail City Comets. Oh, maybe. So pass ball, runner goes. 1-1 is count here against batter Charles City, who is in a great position to score. Runner takes off from third base on the pass ball, which just gets behind Yinger. Yinger is able to go grab that ball and hit Winnie to tag that base runner out before he gets home. Strike two on the batter. Two high pitches, 3-2. The count is full. Base runner on third is Micah Thompson. Batter in the box is Noah White with a full count against him. It should always slide. Should always slide coming home. Obviously, there's no play coming home there, but. Well, 2 outs, runners run, and Thompson, who was at second base, ends up scoring on that. A very good hit there by number 4, Noah White, who's held at first base. Colton Winia will get back to work here from the mound. Ethan Hadley up to bat. And yes, he did. Strike one. Foul ball gives foul ball gives Hadley a strike two. 0-2 count. Runner on first, 2 outs here. Top of 5. Saints leading 6-1. That's a pretty good pitch by Colton Winia. Colton Winia and these Saints, through 5 defensive innings, is at 52 pitches. Pretty good outing. Saints look to put 5 on the board here and end this one early? Question mark. We'll find out here in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
The worst place to watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Thank you, Johnson Oil, for your generous contributions. Keep Saints TV free to watch for those who are unable to cheer from the stands. I see a young Mr. Hyatt down there with a young Mr. Schnabel. Those guys hanging out. Probably good for those guys to hang out. Now, that one I saw it hit his jersey. Colton didn't seem at all confused with the idea that he gets to take first base for free here. Colton Winnie doing a great job pitching tonight. Great job with that at-bat. They say that statistically, first batter of an inning to take a base on a walk will score. Now, I don't know what that statistic is, if he gets to base on a hit by pitch, but I bet there's some data out there. My goodness. So while Charles City, thank you, Keely Sweesaw. While Charles City is here playing, let me see if I can move this where we can see it. The 11U Bandits just won their first game 5-1 against Vinton at the Charles City tournament. So we got Bandits in Charles City. We got Saints girls in Riceville. Saints boys at home. Congratulations, Bandits. 11U. 5-1 win. Game number 1 against Vinton. Now, we've played Vinton in the past. Some of these boys out here have played some Vinton teams. And Jace and Gus, for example, had a pretty good Vinton team they played back in the day as Bandits. Up to bat here, Landon Yinger. Takes strike one. Matt Clevenger coming in for Colton Winia on second base. And Port of the Quarter at first. Oh, baby. That's a great hit by Yinger. Gonna load the bases with that one. Matt Clevenger on third. Porter Sweesaw on second. And now Landon Yinger on first. Yinger catching today. We're going to let him run with 0 outs. We might. You got to get to know Joe. Here he comes. This is Joe. Joe Clevenger, the Destroyer. Destroyed a bat on day 366 of its 365-day warranty. I'm told it was 1 day outside of warranty when it snapped in half at his last at-bat. If you missed it, rewind it and watch. JT Red coming in for Landon Yinger. Bases loaded. 0 outs. Bottom of 5. 7-inning game here today. Infield fly caught by the shortstop. But for those of you at home who may have heard it, probably not, it wasn't that loud. Umpire, while the ball is in the air, he's saying infield fly, batter is out. And what that does is it means Doesn't matter if he catches it or drops it. The batter is out. The reason they do that is to protect base runners from an intentional drop, which is going to cause some forced need to run to the next base, and it just protects everybody in the game. It's a good rule. We would expect him to catch that ball, and that's exactly what he did. Back to the top of the order, Gus Walk up, number 15, bases loaded, 1 out. Umpire nearly called strike, but decided, it was a little low. But he's not going to let that one come in at his shoulders and not call it a strike, so 2-1's the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gus Walk Sr. up to bat. That one in the dirt. Three ones count. Gus Walk with a full count and bases loaded at the bottom of 5. Fouls that one off. Heads up, little people. Got some littles with their hands completely full of food and beverages. I think they're feeding their whole families down there. Little wind in my microphone. Apologies for that. If you're looking for softball, that's on another stream. I assume they've started now. They were scheduled to start at 11:30. Gus Walk takes ball 4, takes his base, and that is going to advance Matt Clevenger across home plate. Saints now lead 7-1. Schnabel up to bat. When Schnabel comes up to bat, I got to check my right field cam. That's a little right fieldish for me. Let's try a little something different here. We'll do this. I'll do that. Gotta have a deep right field cam, too. This is just where this kid likes to hit them. Seen a lot of bunting from him this year. Haven't really seen a lot of them go out that way, but we know that with the right pitch, that's where he likes to put it. Saints would like to see all 4 of these guys cross the plate here one way or another in this inning, which would extend the lead to 11-1 and end the game via run rule. 10-point lead after 5. Three ones count. First things first, let's just get this kid on base. Then work some magic. Ball 4. Schnabel takes his base. Suisaw advances home. Saints lead by 7. At the bat, Jace Suisaw. Take strike 1. First baseman shortening the field here. Oh, he's safe. We're going to... So on the air, Jay Sweesaw finds his way to second base. Saints advance the lead to 9. Putting the game-ending run at third base. And no force anywhere but on first base. I'm asking myself the question, if Fritzalicious, if you're here, I'd be asking you. Same with you, Diesel, then. Is there any play but a bunt right here? They're going to send him. They're sending Gavalicious. Greatest compliment in baseball. I don't want this kid hitting against me. I'm going to send him. Well, problem here for Charles City. That puts Vroom at the plate. Vroom does not like to strike out. As a matter of fact, he just doesn't do it. Maybe he does like it. He just never tried it. 1 run away from ending this game early. Vroom, the 2-1 count. Not a bad play by the pitcher there. Probably closer than it needed to be. Save at home. Game over. Saints win 11-1 here in St. Ansgar, game 1. Okay, so what happens next? Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen next. This Saints dugout's going to be taken over probably by the team from Key. Who will play Charles City next game. But we're not going to end this stream because I think that we have some games coming up. I can plug them in. Do you need them? Oh, I can. You know what? You can just do it right now on this one if you want. Or I'll need to plug them in eventually, I'm thinking. You know, in all the rush this morning, I'm not sure I have what I'd eat either. We're going to take a commercial break here, but here's the scoop. I think there's some fun and games coming here. So I'm going to keep this stream alive. We're going to keep the commercials going. There is another game coming between Charles City and Key, but I believe Thelma and Louise have some magic up their sleeves here for between games activities. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be back, and I don't even know what it'll be, but it's bound to be really exciting.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew
Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed in St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Vaccinated not only protects one person from getting sick, but it also helps to prevent spreading the disease to others. Call Mitchell County Public Health at 641-832-3500 for all of your vaccination needs.
You know, the EJ has an app available to download in your App Store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes. SK Beef and Freeman Welding for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
It's been a wonderful experience having our kids come to We Saints.
Each child is taken care of like they're our own kids.
I'm really excited about the future for We Saints.
We're excited to get a grant for this expansion, and we'll be able to take 50 more children once our expansion is complete.
Our community has been incredibly supportive, whether it be from donations or people just banding together to help out with small projects.
The staff are friendly, the atmosphere is great, and there's a great daily structure.
Stacyville Kids Care is very important to the community because it helps bring in young families in the community, which in turn helps our small businesses and our community overall.
We are striving for greatness and pushing all the boundaries to be great.
We try to give every child what they need developmentally, emotionally, socially.
My favorite thing about bringing her to Kids Care has been the vocabulary that she brings home.
I see this daycare not just daycare, I see it as like a little family.
My son comes home every day from daycare and he's learned something new, and his behaviors have improved since coming to Stacyville Kids Care.
We're working on, simple skills to get them ready for preschool and kindergarten, like the ABCs, coloring, counting, typical things that you hope to see by the time that they're in preschool. The staff here at Stacyville Kids Care is very, very nurturing. I've taken little bits and pieces from each of my experiences and tried to bring them all together to create a program that works for our kids.
She changed the building, repainted, and she made it a lot more clean. She brought new families in and got everyone excited about the upcoming new Stacyville Kids Care.
The Bright Wheel app has been amazing. You get to kind of keep in touch with what your kids are doing throughout the day. We are really just focused on creating a safe, happy, and healthy environment for all the kids of Stacyville and the surrounding communities. I could get pictures throughout the day of things that she's doing and videos, and it's just really awesome to be able to see exactly what they're doing.
It's a really fun environment. There's good people working here, and you can see all the happy kids all the time.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Thank you, Farm Bureau Financial Services, for your generous contributions to keep Saints TV free to watch. Hey, this is a quick update. What the heck is going on here? I got a phone call I got to answer here. Girls softball. I'll be right back. This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew
Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
Watch a game is under the bleachers, said a wise fellow named Seymour Butts. With local schools going cashless entry only, you don't want to end up on the outside looking in because you weren't able to buy a ticket. When you add an FSB debit card to your mobile wallet, you'll have an easy, secure way to buy your ticket online or at the gate. So take it from Seymour and stop by FSB today.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider, committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving butter.
This broadcast is made possible.
All right, thanks to our generous contributors who keep this stream free to watch. We're going to do something here. St. Ansgar doesn't show that last run on there. St. Ansgar actually wins that one 11-1 at the bottom of 5 by 10-run mercy rule in a game after 5 innings, or in the bottom of the 5th inning where the home team leads by 10 or more. Game is over. So Saints win 11-1. This is game number 2 coming up here. And that's right. That's the Saints dugout that you're seeing there. And this is a purple-clad and pinstripes Key team. Go Hawks. Playing against Charles City Comets. That game's going to be coming up here in a couple of minutes. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to set up another stream for this, for those who are from Key or from Charles City. We talked about games a little bit. There may be some change of plans going on there. So in order to, honor those who might want to see the Key versus Charles City game, I'm actually going to set up a separate stream for that. We're going to get that one cooking. We may not have a scoreboard for it, but we'll allow you to listen in and watch that game. Key's a long way from St. Ansgar, so we'll let these guys know that we plan to stream that game. We'll get them all the information they need so that folks can watch if they are wanting to see their kids, grandkids, nephews play some ball here in St. Ansgar today. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to set up a separate stream. Thanks for joining this one. We'll set up a second stream here. We'll go live, let you listen in. Probably not a full-on broadcast. We'll see how that goes for the second game today here in St. Ansgar. Key versus Charles City. Next stream coming. Thanks for watching this one. See you in a few minutes.